Hello everybody, it's Catherine from my hillside garden. We're going to do an experiment. Today is January 17th. It's 26 degrees out, and last night on The Crazy Worm Lady, Emily was having a great discussion about red wigglers, and Roat mentioned that she had gotten red wigglers on her own by having a bag of coffee grounds on the ground near her home. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that, but it's so cold out. It was only 18 degrees this morning when I woke up. And so I was thinking, how could I do that? I just don't want to put a bag on the ground because with Wyatt and the other critters. So let's see what I came up with, and I hope it works. This is an area in the deck garden that is under the eaves of the house partially. But this gets the sun almost all day long, and we did have some sunshine today. And even though it's only 25 degrees, look, you can dig in the soil. So I'm so glad I can do at least that much. So then I was thinking, what kind of container could I use that at least would hopefully keep any kind of critters out of it? Well, remember that failed bucket from last year? This is the kitty litter bucket that I tried to do bokashi in and then tried to keep the worms in, and it didn't work for either one of them very well, but I think it'll work for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down just a little bit, because remember, the bottom of this bucket has holes in it. So I'm hoping if there are any red wigglers, they'll go in those holes. Now, on the inside, I have some goodies right at the moment. I ground up some asparagus stems and an apple. I had some stash from my freezer for the worms. And these two oranges, I have no idea whether they'll be able to get into them. They're as hard as a rock. They got left on the counter and forgotten. And then here's a bunch of coffee grounds. And I have more in the house that I can bring out. And I also brought out some paper shavings. So let me start putting things in, and you can watch me as I do that. I think this is the best angle I'm going to get it at for the moment. So where did I put? There's my shovel. And I'm just going to dig some of this out so that we're sure to get into the soil, and those holes will be covered just a little bit, not a whole lot. And then I also brought out some water because I figured the worms will come because of the moisture. And it is warm water. As I said, it's only 26 degrees out right now. So, now the only thing that I guess I really don't have to worry, because if it gets too warm in the bucket, the worms will just automatically go out and back into the ground. But this way, I'm fairly certain to have good contact with that. So I'm going to start out with some paper shreddings to put on the bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to take the coffee grounds next. And there's the coffee filters as well. This is from in the house. I'm going to put some water in the bag to get all the coffee grounds out of it, because I reuse all of my plastic bags for worm food. Get that lid up out of the way a little bit. So that'll add some moisture into there, because those filters were in the fridge for quite a while. Maybe I need a little bit more water in there, I think. Let me just, hopefully I'm going to be able to get you over there. I just wanted to be sure you could get a view from the inside. So that's the coffee filters. All right, now I guess I'm going to put those oranges in here. Like I said, they're as hard as a rock. I didn't realize leaving them on the counter they could do that. I guess they're dehydrated. Now I'm going to put in the food, and as I said, it's just asparagus and an apple crushed up. ground up in the food processor. Get some more water in that bag. Rinse it out. Okay. And I think I'm going to call this experimental capture. How's that sound? See what kind of worms we get in this bin. And here are my frozen items. There's, looks like celery mostly, carrots, onions, things like that. So we'll put that, ooh, I've got a clothespin. I wonder how that got in there. Okay, so let's put a little bit more water in there. Now I know most of this is gonna freeze tonight, but maybe those juices will get down to those worms and call them up. All right, let's take it out. So there's with the food, and look, there's a label. I should have took the labels off the things, but I didn't. So they'll be in there forever, and we'll pick them out when we go to harvest. I'm going to put the rest of the shreddings on the top. So for future updates, be sure to look for experimental capture. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to post this till the beginning of February. This way it'll give this bin a couple weeks out here. I'm not really going to do any more to it because we're getting a snowstorm this weekend, more frigid weather, and after that I think the weather is still going to be rather cold, but hopefully that'll be enough bedding on the top. And with the lid, since it snaps closed, the critters won't be able to get in. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. There will be more I'm going to add on the end of this, so I'm not going to say goodbye right now. I'll just say we'll see you again soon.